Hey everyone, it's Angela from bakeitwithlove.com, where I have shared over 2,000 recipes to help you love the food you make. Today we're making a delicious dinner that everyone loves. It is a bit of ground beef and some sloppy Joe magic, along with some cheese to make this mashup a fantastic meal. We're going to start out with bringing a skillet that is oven safe if you want to just do this in one dish, or a heavy bottom skillet that's going to bring really good heat to this. We're going to heat that to medium high heat. Then we're going to take our ground beef and we're going to sear both sides of it. That way we get a nice brown caramelized crispy edges on both sides before we break this up and make our crumble. For the best browned ground beef mince, I cook both sides for about 5 minutes. You can flatten this a bit to get more surface area if you want, but doing it just out of the packaging works too. Flip it over, continue cooking, like I said, the first side for 5 minutes, the second side for 5 minutes before breaking it up. Crumble the beef, and then we're going to add diced onion and a green bell pepper or sweet bell peppers, whichever you prefer, because there is already green bell pepper. It's an essential ingredient in sloppy joes, in my opinion, and it is in the Manwich sauce that we're using for this casserole. I saute the ground beef with the onions and peppers for about 3 to 4 minutes before adding my minced garlic, which I don't cook for too long. You only need it for about 30 seconds because this is going to go in the oven and bake to soften the minced garlic. Okay, once your ground beef is cooked and there's pretty much no more pink, because remember it's going to continue cooking in the oven. Same with your onions and peppers. They should be softened pretty much close to how soft you normally like those. If you don't like a lot of bite, then make sure that you saute them for a few extra minutes. Mix in your 2 cans of the Manwich sauce, the sloppy Joe sauce, until it's evenly distributed throughout your ground beef mixture. And if you're using an oven safe skillet, we can go ahead and start layering the casserole. However, I normally use a 9 by 13 dish. I don't bother to grease it because there is enough grease even after draining off excess grease in this casserole. So I'm going to transfer this into my 9 by 13, and then I'll start layering some shredded cheddar cheese onto it next and spread that out in an even layer. Now, because I like my tater tots super crispy, I use my cheddar cheese on top of my beef mixture here. You can add extra cheddar cheese if you want, up to another additional cup of shredded cheddar cheese on top of the tater tots when you're done assembling the dish before baking, if you like. But I like just the right amount of cheddar cheese in my beefy mixture here. So that's what we'll do. And I'm going to arrange my tater tots frozen, don't thaw them, in an even layer over the top of my dish. You don't have to line them up like I do, but they do need to be in a single layer so that they cook right. Okay, your oven should be preheated to 400 degrees. If you want that extra cheesy topping, add it now. 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese on top. We're going to bake this for about 40 to 45 minutes until it's nice and bubbly and those tater tots are crispy. You can broil them for about 5 minutes, but do keep an eye on them because they go from browned to burnt really fast. Now you have an irresistible tater tot dinner that is so wonderful. Do give it a minute to cool down before serving it. As you see, it's nice and hot and bubbly here. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, depending on where you're at, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, to tell the algorithm that you are enjoying the content we're sharing. Thanks so much for watching. Do visit Bake It with Love, and I will see you next time.